Well, hello there, my sassy little sonnets. It is another Scream Queen coming at you with a non horror movie post. Gasp. I know. But there's a few reasons I wanted to talk about this movie. And that film is Hamnet, that was just released this year. And one of the reasons I wanted to chat about it is because Monster Movie Madhouse and I think we must have seen this on the same day because he had made a similar post as well. And it's taken me a little time to get around to this because, life. But if you are not following Monster Movie Madhouse, please do. Dude is super duper nice. And he posts about Universal monsters. He posts about early horror films. And I always feel like I learned something new. His posts are very educational. So definitely, please give him some love for sure. The other reason I wanted to talk about Hamnet is because The Hollywood Reporter just released a list. Y'all know I love a list. And this list was the top 25 performances of 2025. And they had some good people on here, don't get me wrong. They had Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Fantastic film. Amy Madigan for Weapons. Dylan O'Brien for Twinless, which he is really great. I'm surprised not more people are talking about this. The movie is kind of tough with the subject matter, but his performance was like, damn. Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons, of course, for Begonia. But there were two omissions on here. One of them was Joel Edgerton for Train Dreams, which I think that might be my second favorite film of this year. It is visually stunning to look at. It's just a very cathartic, one of those existential kind of films. And Joel Edgerton's performance is just so quietly beautiful. I really, really hope he gets nominated for an Oscar. So he needs to be on the list. But the other one that was left off was Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. Who the F to the uck made this list? No! Hollywood Reporter? What is wrong with y'all? Who did this nonsense? Who committed this atrocity? Lord, somebody either is blind or they did not get enough hugs as a child, or maybe as an adult. You call me up, I'll give you a hug. But I wanted to talk about the movie itself. So Hamnet is about Agnes, played by Jessie Buckley, who meets and falls in love with William Shakespeare, played by Paul Mescal. That's my husband. He just don't know it yet. Call me Paul. And they fall in love, and they have a family, and, it kind of follows William Shakespeare's trials and tribulations of, writing his plays and things like that. And they have a few children. Minor spoilers. Most people probably already know this, but if you don't, you will now. They lose one of their children. And it is a story about loss and grief and trying to get past that wall of loss and grief. And Jessie Buckley's performance is so raw and so emotional and so stripped down that as I was watching it, I could only compare it to, and I'm probably going to get some backlash for this, but I have not seen a performance where a mother has either been separated or lost their child that's as good as this since Meryl Streep and Sophie's Choice. I mean, that's kind of like the top. I mean, it's Meryl, for God's sakes. That's top tier right there. But it was just devastating to watch. And, I mean, yes, I cried throughout parts of the movie, like tears running down my face, but it wasn't until the end of the film, and there's a certain moment, a gesture, and I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but there's a certain gesture that starts this whole scene and puts it in motion where something in me snapped, and I wept. I just wept because it was so beautiful and so powerful and uplifting, and just, God, it's what good movies are. That moment at the end, I'm just, oh, God, I'm just getting goosebumps thinking about it. So it's a tough watch, obviously. And I double billed this with Train Dreams. I watched it right after that. What the fuck was I thinking about? I was like emotionally gutted. I had to watch, like, I don't know what I watched. Probably some cartoons or Golden Girls. But the movie definitely deserves all the accolades it can get. And Jessie Buckley, I mean, just give her the Oscar. I mean, yes, she's going to have some competition, of course, especially if Rose Byrne gets nominated, because she's really great. But my God, this performance is just perfection. So Hollywood Reporter, yeah, I'm talking to you again. You need to call me. I'm going to give y'all a hug so you can readjust this list, and you can add Joel, and then you can add Jessie, because she deserves all the flowers and then some.